my POS 2041 US Government course. So looking, this is the homepage here, of course. You'll see just the basics overview, course information here, and then each of these, the module I'll be showing to you today is Chapter 9, and the course schedule will be down here. The overview and everything would be directly linked here. So going into Module 9. This module focuses on the United States Congress, and the Congress makes up a third of the branches of our federal government, and they're responsible primarily for creating laws, among other things. So this module and the corresponding chapter in the text directly align with the course outcomes, and those you'll see here on the overview page. Well, these are just a truncated list of the outcomes that are the course learning outcomes, and I specifically included those that are addressed in this chapter, so you can see those three there. In terms of the module learning outcomes, you'll see that the assignments and the quiz and a discussion for this entire module, all of the outcomes are summed up in on this list of 1 to 5 here, which all directly align again with the course learning outcomes. So the authentic assessment that I chose, which discusses here, it's Module 9 quiz, and it's a 10-question multiple choice quiz based on the readings. So all the questions in the align directly with the module learning outcomes stated here. And the module also includes, as you see here, a discussion assignment that asks students to examine the role of money and how it influences the policymaking process. So they will research political contributions that are given to sitting members of Congress and look at the it's congress.gov, where the student will research the lawmakers' votes on issues and priorities of that contributor to examine whether there is any, or what role, if any, money plays in the policymaking process. And this assignment directly aligns with course outcome number 3, as you see here. And that is that students will describe the role of interest groups, advocacy, and nonprofit groups, and how those actors can be used to affect public policy at all levels of government. It's interesting to me because I actually do this for a living, my full-time job. I am a lobbyist for home health care, so it's very interesting, those discussion responses, and so I like to get engaged on that and hear their thoughts, because I have a political action committee, and that's what we give as well. So anyway, going through the module, and by the way, I require the students to go through each page in order. So in order to actually fully get involved in the chapter and in the module. So you'll see that last page was just a PowerPoint. But anyway, this is the first assignment. It's an activity, rather. It's not actually graded. So the student must watch this short video and put in order the steps of how a bill becomes a law. It's not exactly the Sesame Street video. It's from C-SPAN, if anything, so it's a little bit dry, but it's more in depth in terms of exactly the process. So students have to put in order 1 through 8 what the process actually is and map it out. So there's also a transcript there, and whenever the student submits the assignment, there's a diagram that will show and put those 8 steps in order for them. If they choose, they only have to take it one time. So, but they can take it multiple times, but it will actually do that whenever they're done. So they will see the answer, but that's the way Google Forms works, unfortunately. So moving on here, let's go into, that's another slide there for you. This here is the quiz. It is automatically graded, and like I said, only 10 questions. See here, these all directly align with that. And once the quiz is finished, again, automatically graded, the last assignment is, all right, kick me out of there, the Chapter 9 discussion. So this here, like I said, about what they're doing as far as looking at the political contributions and how that impacts or how that affects policymakers' decisions. So all of the instructions are here. If they have any questions, and one of the ways I communicate with students is through the help forum. So that's always available, just a bank of frequently asked questions. And there is also a rubric here that I use to grade and directly provide feedback on each of these items in their final grade. So that is the module itself. answer a couple other questions. In terms of my interaction, like I said, I have that help forum where students can regularly communicate with each other and with me about questions they have that are pretty common. But in terms of individual communication, I do rely on Canvas messaging. As you can see, I have 2 messages I have to answer after this, but also announcements for broader changes in the course or updates on anything that is relevant to the entire class. But I also am, of course, available by phone, text, and email. So beyond that rubric that I showed you, I don't, and the automatically graded quizzes, I tend to provide really good feedback, particularly on writing assignments. I think that the corresponding rubric and that my response shows that I'm thoughtfully grading their assignment. It's not just a great job, exclamation point, and insert name here. So I do like to give that really targeted feedback that's specific to the student's grade, so it's useful for them and it's interesting for me. So that's typically how I do it. And I've also recognized throughout this class that putting a rubric for or applying a rubric for quizzes as it relates to course learning modules is also it's doable, and I need to do that. So I've taken that away from this class, so thanks for that. And lastly, as far as an interactive or online learning community assignment, as I mentioned in the last Flipgrid assignment, it's the debate module. So in one of the modules, the students are required to really get engaged and get to put faces to names with each other. And so what they do is they're partnered up by me with one other student, and they have to take an opposing position on a political issue and debate about it using the Flipgrid app. So the students record their comments, post on the class Flipgrid page. It's about 5 to 8 minutes is kind of like what we're doing now is ideal. So the students record their comments, post on the Flipgrid page, and then have to provide at least one recorded response to their partner's post, and then provide 2 written comments to students on another issue that they did not debate about. So it's not for this module, but that is a really good way that students can see other students and also, passionately, hopefully, and articulately make their case on a political issue. So I think that's it's very engaging and interactive. The students, I think, don't like it too much because they have to record themselves, of course, but I think it really, like I said, does foster that engaging critical thinking based learning environment. So anyhow, that is my module and my course, and I hope you enjoyed it.